Who wants to take a guess at how many times I've recorded this? And every time, something goes wrong. I dropped the camera one time. Vegas wouldn't accept my audio. And stuff like that. Okay, so ignore this for now. Ignore it. But this is going to be the last part, hopefully, last recording of the Homestuck wallet. The Homestuck duct tape wallet thing. So this is my final product. You know, it's supposed to look like a capsule card on the outside, and inside it's a wallet with the kids, I mean, their symbols, and pockets with their colors, their text colors. And inside, you know, inside the wallet, there's the troll symbols, 2 of each. You can't really see them. Can you? No. See my money though. Got like $6. That's not much, really. Not anymore. That's not good. It's starting to peel. Okay, so what I've done here, I changed a lot. I changed a good bit. Instead of using super glue on the foam, I used tape, more duct tape, a lot more duct tape. I said not to use more duct tape. I know I said that. Ignore that. It'd be better to use duct tape if you have it. If you think super glue would be better for you, you can go for it. I think duct tape was a lot better for me. So, before I go on explaining how I did the duct tape thing on the foam, I'll explain how I got the kids in there and what I did to the wallet pockets. Okay, so the colors on the pockets. Instead of being smart and looking at the markers, which are down here, I used. Can you read that? I don't know if you can. It says dry erase. This is a dry erase marker. I don't know why I used dry erase. I was being stupid and I wasn't looking at the pens, markers, and everything that I used. So I ended up using dry erase markers on the pockets. Had to rip all of it out. I literally just took and just ripped it out. And then I redid them all. And then I ran out of white duct tape. So my friend's going to be really pissed off at me since I used up all of his tape. And I'm probably not returning his art set either, because that thing's pretty awesome. Even though it didn't help me much. So, to get the kids and their colors in there, I changed the colors. I used permanent markers instead. Redid the pockets. I left the pockets, like, where did my roll of duct tape go? My roll of duct tape has totally disappeared. It just vanished. Oh, there it is. No. Okay, so I made the pockets, like, you know, as wide or as long, whatever you want to call that, as wide as that. So they're, you know, that wide each of the pockets. So my cards and stuff would fit into them properly without going over on the side. So after after I made the pockets and everything, remember I used white duct tape and colored over it. You can buy this colored duct tape if you want. I didn't. I was broke. I was too poor. So after I did all this, I sealed it all up with plastic tape, clear plastic tape. You know, and you know, where I live, East Coast, it's, you know, like a red package. I'll get it and show you guys. Usually it comes in red. It's transparent tape, and if it's not obvious enough that it's transparent, you should be able to see down into the little circle thing. Okay? And that really cost me $1 just for that. So you could go around like a parking lot and pick up enough change to buy you one of those. It was like $1.08 actually, because of taxes and all that. $1.06 or something like that. Okay, so ignoring that, used plastic, clear plastic tape to get this in here. Folded it over at the top so it's sealing nice and clean and all that. And then I went down even further and sealed in my characters here and their symbols, or the kids here. Not mine, but you know, my drawings. And I folded all this over on the edge into this little pocket that was created when I duct taped the duct tape sheet thing that you should have traced out from the foam here. Alright, so to get the kids on there, what I did, I'm gonna go in a lot of detail on this, but what I did is I took white out. This is like, I don't know really what this exactly is, what you call it when you want to buy some, but I wouldn't recommend using liquid whiteout because this actually works really well. But I just took it and did something like this. It's not working all that well. It's cool. It's not like I'm drawing over this again. I just went over it lots of times till I got like all of this and a good bit of this, like a good square on my black duct tape. And then using whatever you want, I used a fine point pen. Just carve out whatever design you want. Or if you have a really fine tip black marker, it's permanent, you can just color it in. I have no idea what I'm drawing here. Oh well. But yeah, I carved out my whiteout. So you can do whatever you want. Remember, it's your wallet. Let's go get everywhere. Okay. But an easier way to do that would probably be using white duct tape and then just coloring over it. I didn't have any more white duct tape left. I used it all for these new pockets. It's pretty stupid of me. Hold on, I gotta adjust my microphone here. Okay, but yeah, that was pretty stupid of me to use up all my white duct tape. But I wanted my wallet to look as good as it possibly would have. So, I'm out of espresso. So, you know, it'd look nice and all that. Alright, but get the kids on there after what I did was the whiteout thing. I cut out the little section and taped it in here. And then, you know, put the tape over it, folded it over. And at the bottom, I made sure it went all the way to the bottom, folded it over, and then used more duct tape to seal it in. On the side, I did the same thing. I sealed it in with more duct tape on the side. And over here, up here, more duct tape to seal this in. And then my cards wouldn't fit in anymore, so I just kind of cut through the duct tape here a little bit. And then stuff it in pretty well. That's my social security card. I can't pull that out. You guys might try to be me. I don't know who'd want to be me. You'd be pretty stupid if you wanted to be me. Alright, so foam. I didn't use super glue. I used duct tape, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But first of all, I did 2 colors. It's very simple to do 2 colors. Basically, one side's one color, the other side's the other color. I traced out, you know, this from, well, I didn't really trace that out. I measured that out first, and then, you know, cut it down the middle, and then did the other side. So basically, or here you can take this as a good example. I basically did this, and then cut it down the middle, I kept the pink side, but then on this half pink side, and then on the half pink side, I laid down on the orange and traced that out, and then mirrored it and did the same thing, so it would look the same over here. Alright, so to do that, let's move my wallet out of the way, and look right here. Ignoring the whiteout, what I've done is, oops, that is not good. That's also not good. You guys are blind, can't see anything. Okay, so you guys don't know that I just ripped that in half. You cannot tell that that is not connected anymore. So, okay, what I'm gonna do now is just cut out a strip long enough to cover the bottom portion of the frame of my capsule card. Okay, little strip. And then what I'm going to do is, okay, how am I going to do this so I can show you guys? Put the tape barely, just so it meets up with the bottom left, and just kind of covers up to the top. Mine went over a little bit, more like a lot of it, but just make sure it stays even with the bottom and goes all the way across straight and level. And then you want to have all this left over, and you see how it comes over there. If I were, you should use a ruler to turn that off, but I'm kind of lazy. I'm just showing you guys how I did it. Do the bottom first. I recommend doing the bottom first, and then do the left or right side afterwards. It doesn't matter after there. Alright, so after you have the bottom strip on, and your left and your right, in any order after bottoms first, then you then take this is going to be our plastic sheet. Imagine that this is plastic, alright? You're going to make sure you have your plastic sheet cut out and everything. Remember, you're doing all this in the same order. Like before all of this, you traced out your foam, you got the frame of it, and you traced out your plastic and all that. You've got all that, hopefully. Okay? I wonder if any of you guys really haven't done this, but back in elementary school, teachers were really cheap. So instead of buying that new double-sided tape, teachers would just tell us to take a small piece of tape, give it like a 2/3, or maybe fold it over to the middle, fold this edge over to the middle, and then fold the left edge over to the right. So you have like a little roll of tape so that you can place down on your frame here, on the tape part of the frame. Then you can put your plastic down on top of that so it stays sealed in with duct tape. Or you can use super glue, which I don't recommend using super glue. It screwed me over really bad, but if you're confident enough in your super glue, go for it. Alright, so after I got that in, you can do the same thing again. This isn't going to look nice. It's not supposed to look nice. I'm just showing you guys how I did it. And everything. Alright, that's really horrible. Just make another little roll. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to tell you, before you put this down and all that, I'd probably do 2 here, 3 here, and 3 over here. Okay, and then lay it down on top of there, all flat and nice. And then put another, how many ever rolls you want, on the top. That's not really a roll, okay, I'm sorry. You put that on top of the plastic, okay? And then take this bottom part of the duct tape, bottom first, and fold it over. Like that. Make sure you fold it over enough so that it goes over and lines up pretty well with the bottom part of the foam. And then, if you have a friend over or something, ask them to help you. This is something you might need help with. I didn't have help. which sucked. So fold this over and do the right or left side in either order, doesn't matter. And after you do that, you're gonna have like a little bit left over, like a little strip left over up here. You can just take another strip of duct tape, like I'd say, oops. Okay, let's leave that there. I'd say about as long or wide or whatever as this, and just kind of lay it sticky side up on top of your other two strips of duct tape on left and right, so it seals up. Remember, make sure that it folds over and lines up with the bottom of the foam. And then you have your foam frame and your plastic sheeting ready to just flip over. Imagine this is the framed thing on your wall, and you just kind of put that on there, line it up and all that. And after you put it on there, it'll look like this. I took out my sheeting, my code. It'll look like that. You can seal it up at the bottom and on the edges. So this part right here, it won't be this obvious on yours hopefully, but put like a little strip of duct tape here and fold it over to the wallet so it covers up that part that's sticking out so it doesn't roll off. Okay, I did that on mine, on the right side, on the left side, and on the bottom. But on the bottom, I just folded it over onto the bottom of the plastic, and you see you can't tell right here. Let me fill this up. You can't really tell that I did anything really. So like that, and it should be secure and all that. If it has any problems, just like peeling like this, you can just hold this up a little bit, get your little roll duct tape and put it under there and seal it down. Alright, now a bigger issue, these frame cutout thingies that you're going to go inside your wallet. You see, damn, this desk is so fucking dusty. Okay, you see on mine how it doesn't quite fit perfectly? Like that. It doesn't fit really all that well. That's because I didn't trace it out. I mean, I did trace it out, but I didn't measure it. A very smart idea would be, before you put this foam in, go ahead and have your designs printed out, and then trace those from here, so it fits in perfectly well and all that. I didn't do that, so I had to use a ruler and just kind of guess as to where all this fit in. It works for me, but I would not recommend trying to do that over and over again. So like, print out your design, trace it out on the foam before you put it in, and then you can push it in. If you ever want to change it, you can slide this out, trace your new design from here, and put it back in, and it fits perfectly. That'd be a very wise decision. Or you can be like me and just kind of guess and hope for the best. Stairs. Should have warned you about them. Should have warned you about them. Other than that, I don't really think there's that much more I can tell you guys. When I folded my tape over, I covered up this white part right here, and in retrospect I covered up some of Solix's, sign there, a little bit of, oh, okay, I thought that was Terezi's sign. It looked like it was purple though, and I was like, that's not that. But sorry about that. Yeah, after you get, the rolled over duct tape and all that, and put it on there, seal it up kind of. If you want, you can seal it up. If you don't, you don't. It should look pretty nice. I had to do this right here because part of where I sealed the two different colors together was showing, and after I put another roll of duct tape in there, that really screwed it up, so I just had to put this over. Yours shouldn't be like that if you do it as best as your abilities allow you to. If they don't, you can just do what I did and kind of cover up some of your foam with that. I'm gonna be getting a lot of criticism from this, but that's cool. I'll just make another one later, I guess, whenever I get a job and have enough money. But this is running on like 18 minutes or something. That's a long time. So if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna post or in the video, I'm gonna have like emails, pesterchum, if any of you use that. I don't know how many of you use that. Pesterchum emails, more emails. I have like 5 or 6 emails. I don't know why. All them damn offers and stuff that give you money on MMOs and all that, I guess. Just stuff like that, you know, just message me or something, asking me questions if you have any. I might, if it's a big enough issue for you, I might re-record something and explain it better if you need me to. But don't just troll me about it. I mean, geez, that'd be pretty horrible. Not really. I can take a trolling. That's not a challenge. I'm not challenging you to troll me. That's ridiculous. I would never do that. Even though you guys probably suck at trolling. No, it's not a challenge. So yeah, that's about it. You know, it's so nice and all that. Remember, you can do whatever you want with yours. You don't have to do the kids. This was supposed to be a tutorial on how to mimic the one on Sweet Arts and Hellicrafts, where the guy had the kids and the troll signs and the kids stuff, kids color pockets and all that. You can do whatever you want with yours. It's versatile. A duct tape wallet can be anything. You could draw, like, I was about to say something bad, but you can draw anything on here if you wanted to. Flowers, snails, I don't know. Just think of something. I decided to do the one that he had, except my frame's a bit different than his, because I wanted to capture log Casey, and I thought it'd be cool and ironic, I guess, if I used John's same exact color scheme and all that. Except, you know, he didn't have a duct tape wallet for his capture log thing. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. You know, contact me with questions and all that. Criticism is highly recommended, I guess. I can't really think of any of the words. I'm running on like half a cup of sugar and espresso right now, so I'm pretty, you know, dead right now. So yeah, just contact me with questions on anything. I'm up like 15 hours a day, so I'll respond pretty quickly. And I hope you enjoy this.